What is going on, everybody? Project Rod Rodder here, and it is officially race day. Qualifying is in the books. We have our fastest qualifier, and the bracket is set. So this is the current point standings after qualifying. Alien Invasion still in first, Rottweiler in second, Son of a Digger third, Stone Crusher in fourth, Crush Station fifth, and Backwards Bob in fifth. And here is your race bracket for today. You can see that it's going to be Crush Station versus Alien Invasion in the first round, and Backwards Bob versus Son of a Digger. So here we go. Here's the first race. Crush Station versus Alien Invasion. Now, Alien Invasion being our fastest qualifier the first time around, making it to the finals, but losing to Son of a Digger in the final race, who was our slowest qualifier at that time. So, looking to come back here. Alien Invasion was fourth in qualifying this time around, and Crush Station was fifth. So, unfortunately, not the best times. Crush Station with a 31.09 and Alien Invasion with a 30.93. So, here comes the last lap as Alien Invasion goes on his two wheels for a second there. That turn is going to be very tricky, but here comes the final turn. It looks like Alien Invasion has the advantage here, and he's going to take the win here. It's pretty obvious, a 29.71 by Alien Invasion and Cecily 96. So moving on to the next race of round one, as Alien Invasion went over there, but it's Backwards Bob versus Son of a Digger, who Backwards Bob was actually third in qualifying, as Son of a Digger was unfortunately last again. However, that doesn't mean anything. He was last in qualifying in Salt Lake in our last event, and he ended up winning racing. So really, qualifying is just the way to get points. It doesn't really show how you're going to do in the race on race day. That's all that matters. So both kind of taking that hard turn. Looks like Son of a Digger had a little bit more control there, and he may have the advantage going into that turn first. And here it goes. Yeah, kind of another obvious race here. Son of a Digger taking that one. 29.23. Backwards Bob with 30.06, which is just 1/100 of a second faster than his fastest qualifying time. So going on to round two, it's going to be Stone Crusher versus Alien Invasion, Son of a Digger versus Monster Rottweiler. Now, Stone Crusher was our fastest qualifier this time around with a 29.81. And I believe we've already seen some times faster than that. So, it's race day. It's going to be a different beast today. So, but Stone Crusher, our fastest qualifier today, and Alien Invasion, our fastest qualifier last time. So, this is going to be an interesting race. I believe, I don't remember where exactly Stone Crusher was of the last time around in qualifying. As they both go into the turn, Stone Crusher bicycling it. That's going to screw him up. Alien Invasion is going to be able to, as long as they can make this turn right, and they will, and it looks like they're going to get the advantage here. Alien Invasion and Cecily 96 knocking out our fastest qualifier, 28.34, as she goes over again. Stone Crusher almost going over. So our fastest qualifier is out. Alien Invasion is back in the finals once again. But Crush Station, before I forget, was actually fifth in qualifying last time. But here we go, the last race of these semifinals. Son of a Digger, our slowest qualifier, versus Monster Rottweiler and Self-Created, our second fastest qualifier in today's event. So it all comes down to this. Are we going to have a repeat of the final race from Salt Lake, or are we going to have a new person in the final race in Monster Rottweiler? Son of a Digger going on two wheels, kind of kissing that wall a little bit. That's going to cost him. Arcanine 59 losing control a little bit, but so is Monster Rottweiler. He screws up the turn a little bit, but he is still able to gain it all back and take the win with a 30.10. Son of a Digger 30.85, a little celebration moonwalk there for Monster Rottweiler. But here you go. Here is our final race: Alien Invasion versus Monster Rottweiler. Rottweiler being our second fastest, and Alien Invasion being our fourth fastest. So Alien Invasion back in the final race again, hoping to take a win. Last time it was a super close race for the final, but they did roll over. So we're gonna see what happens. So far, we haven't seen any races, any DNFs or anything like we did in qualifying. Everybody's been able to have that control, so maybe they got used to the track a little bit, because if you saw the qualifying, you could see that some of these drivers were taking these corners a little too hot, a little too hard, and that jump was really bouncing them very awkwardly and very viciously. But Alien Invasion going over. She's not going to make it back up in time, and Monster Rottweiler takes the win. Alien Invasion continues that curse of rolling over right before the finish line. So Monster Rottweiler 30.32. Congratulations to Self-Created for winning racing here today. Very unfortunate for Cecily 96 and Alien Invasion. Looks like she has a little bit of a last turn, last round curse here, as the second final race that she's in, she rolls over right before the finish line, costing her the race. So Monster Rottweiler gets the win. Here are the leaderboards after racing. Alien Invasion still in first place, Rottweiler in second, Son of a Digger in third. I don't think anything else really has changed, except Son of a Digger and Stone Crusher are now tied for third place. But here we go. Here comes the skills challenge as Backwards Bob comes out with a nice bicycle into a moonwalk on one wheel, into the other wheel, kind of walking it a bit, but able to keep it on all fours. So great way to come out and start the skills challenge. This is going to be the second attempt, looking to go for a stoppie. Oh, almost lost it there. Gaining that control back into a moonwalk, going down the ramp and taking it as far as they could, but back on all fours. Backwards Bob was in last place in skills last time, but this time around looks like they're going to score a 9.586. So nice big score right off the bat. Looking good for Backwards Bob this time around, as here comes Stone Crusher. Unfortunate loss in the second round after being the fastest qualifier, but like I said, qualifying doesn't really mean much. It all comes down to what happens on race day. So here goes the first attempt, a nice little popper into a stoppie moonwalk into a wheelie. Nice combo, beautiful combo by Undead Elkins and Stone Crusher, back into a popper moonwalk. So he's just riding it out as much as he can. But there we go, that ends the first attempt. Let's see what he's going to go for the second attempt. Now a 9.586 is the scored beat by Backwards Bob. So looking like a bicycle, but he needs to pump the brakes as he goes into the wall. That's gonna hurt his score, I'm sure. Wasn't able to get too much out of it, just a quick little bicycle straight into the wall there. So let's see what the final scores are going to be as they come in. And a 9.168. So not enough to knock out Backwards Bob, but good enough for second place at the moment. So here comes Crush Station, our third truck in the lineup, coming out with some donuts, some cyclones. Great attempt. Cyclones into a wheelie, into a moonwalk. So these combos, I don't know if that was intentional or not. I'm sure it wasn't. That was pretty intense, but great combo by Crush Station and Speaker Mike 02 coming out and putting on a great attempt in the skills challenge as he goes for his second attempt here, popping it into a stoppie moonwalk, trying to go up the ramp. Looks like he's not really getting it. Didn't really line it up as much as he wanted to. Able to keep it on all fours though, so the attempt will stay put, will hold, will count. But here we go. What are the scores? I don't think it's going to be enough to knock out. Nope, 8.324 for Crush Station. So here's our current leaderboards. Backwards Bob 9.586, Stone Crusher 9.168, and Crush Station 8.324. As we hit the halfway mark, here comes truck number 4, our racing winner, Monster Rottweiler and self-created. Trying to spin into some cyclones here, into a bicycle perhaps. No, he's trying to save it, trying to keep it on all fours. No, he was able to get a little bit of a bicycle, nothing too crazy though. But he's able to keep it on all fours. That's a pretty good first attempt. Let's see what he's going to do for his second one. Has a pretty high score to beat this time around. Nice wheelie into a stoppie. No, he's going to lose it as he loses his ears into a little bit of a stoppie. So good combo, a little bit craziness going on there. Not sure if it's going to be enough. 8.790. So currently good for third place, unfortunately, but 2 more trucks to go. Let's see what they can do. Here comes Son of a Digger, who was our skills challenge winner the last time with some huge air into a wheelie. Excuse me, I made a mistake. He was third place in skills last time around. Alien Invasion was our winner. So kind of had to, let me redact that statement there. Kind of messed up there for a second, but Son of a Digger, good first attempt. Here comes the second one. Huge air into what I'm assuming is going to be a wheelie. Gonna ride it into a, nope, something happened there. He was gonna try to go for a moonwalk combo and I'm sure kind of bring it over this jump here, but something happened, messed up, and a 7.316. Very unfortunate for Son of a Digger. Only good enough for last place at the moment. So here's our last truck. Alien Invasion, and S1E2 coming out, hopefully to redeem herself after the racing incident, that crash after the final turn in racing. But a good bicycle here, keeping it controlled. Thought they were going to get the bicycle on the other end, but still a really good combo. Got another attempt to go. Now, if they aren't able to get a high enough score to knock out Backwards Bob, then Backwards Bob is our winner. And he will take the win after being the first truck out. So pretty good combo attempts here from Alien Invasion and S1E2. It may be enough. No, a 9.218, so not enough. Only good enough for second place. That means Backwards Bob and Final Boss 100 is your skills winner in today's event. So here you go, Backwards Bob, Alien Invasion in second, Stone Crusher third, Monster Waller fourth, Crush Station fifth, and Son of a Digger, unfortunately, in last place, only gaining 1 point. Here are our leaderboards moving into freestyle. Nothing much has really changed aside from Stone Crusher getting that advantage over Son of a Digger and moving up to third place, Son of a Digger fourth. But freestyle's left. Can't wait to see you guys there.